We have such peculiar ways of talking about time. We say things like, I'm running out of time, as if time were a limited fund we could deplete. Or, I'm wasting time, like it's some kind of valuable resource we can squander. We even declare, I'm living my time, as though we have ownership over it. But honestly, who's really in charge here? You didn't make the sun come up this morning, did you? You didn't stretch out the hours between sunrise and sunset? You didn't command your heart to beat, and you can't stop a single day from fading into night. Time isn't something you possess. It's the arena in which you exist. It's not a container you live within. It's something that breathes life into you, the breath of existence. Imagine for a second that time is actually breathing you, in and out, in and out. Every breath you take is borrowed air, a temporary gift. Every second that you feel ticking by is a borrowed piece of eternity. You might think you're moving through time, but the truth is, time is moving through you, just like the wind rustling through the leaves of a tree. Each thought, each feeling, each heartbeat is like a leaf trembling in the breeze of the eternal present. We aren't travelers on a journey through time. We're instruments that time uses to play its song. You don't stand at the edge of a timeline, walking towards some distant future. You are the unfolding of this very moment, a note in the grand symphony of existence. Yet, so many of us live as if we're running from the present moment, constantly escaping from past regrets or chasing after future dreams, never realizing that both are just illusions painted on the canvas of what is. The mirage of the clock. There was a guy who once built a clock so incredibly precise that he thought he had mastered time itself. He took it everywhere, constantly checking it, terrified of missing some crucial appointment with destiny. But the more he measured time, the more he felt like it was slipping away. Each tick of the clock reminded him that his life was passing by. Tick, you're getting older. Tick, you're behind schedule. Tick, you're not good enough. The clock didn't enslave him. It was his belief in the clock's power that did. We've all become that guy. We treat time like some kind of demanding creditor who we owe everything to. And yet, time doesn't ask for anything in return. The sun doesn't rush and the stars don't hurry. It's just our minds that believe rushing is the key to survival. But life isn't about keeping score. It's about simply being. When you stop measuring time, you actually start to feel its flow. When you stop chasing after the moment, you realize you've never left it. The present is not a slice. People often talk about living in the present as if the present were just a tiny sliver of time, balanced between the past and the future. A precarious tightrope you have to train yourself to walk. But the present isn't just one little slice of time. It's all of time. Everything that has ever happened and everything that ever will happen is contained right here, in this unfathomable now. When you remember something, you're doing it now. When you dream, you're doing it now. When you plan, when you fear, when you love, it all unfolds in this eternal field of awareness. Time doesn't flow through you like a river. You are the river, endlessly flowing. The past and the future are just ripples on the surface of that river. The depth, the still, silent depth, is the timeless present where you're anchored. When you truly see this, you start to sense something incredible. That birth and death, beginnings and endings, are simply the tides of one continuous sea, the fear of passing. Why are we so afraid of time passing? It's because we think it's carrying us toward an ending. We think this river of moments is taking us away from ourselves. But look a little closer. The wave that rises doesn't disappear when it crashes. It becomes the sea again. The child who plays becomes the elder who rests, but the essence of life, that silent awareness that's witnessing both, doesn't age at all. You've never actually experienced the past, and you've never touched the future. You've only ever been here, and here is ageless. Time flows, but you, the awareness in which it flows, do not. That's why when you're deeply present, lost in beauty, in love, in awe, time just seems to vanish. Because in that moment, you're not just living time, you're living truth. The illusion of linearity. We like to think of time as a straight line, a neat little path stretching from before to after, from birth to death, from yesterday to tomorrow. We draw it on calendars, measure it with watches, and divide it into hours and years. But tell me, where is this line really? Show me where yesterday exists. Point to where tomorrow begins. That line only exists in our minds, a shadow the mind casts across the light of eternity. What we call the past is really just a memory happening now. What we call the future is an imagination happening now. And this now, this infinite living presence, is the only thing that has ever truly existed. Time isn't a straight road, it's a vast ocean. You're not walking through it. You're a wave rising and falling on its surface. And the wave doesn't travel from beginning to end. It dances, it curls and crashes, endlessly becoming itself. The sad thing about being human is that we forget we're waves. We think we're travelers on a road that leads nowhere. We rush to get to the next thing, never realizing there is no next. The future you're craving is already here, hidden inside the texture of this moment. When you wake up to that truth, the clock loses its power, and you no longer live in time, you live as time itself, the ego's calendar. The ego lives by schedules. It counts up achievements, keeps track of failures, and dreams about milestones that haven't been reached yet. It thinks time is a ladder to climb, that happiness is waiting somewhere at the top. But every rung you climb crumbles under your feet because the ego's ladder never ends. You can spend your whole life chasing after someday, the day you'll finally arrive, finally rest, finally be good enough. But someday never actually comes. It's just an illusion made up of longing. You've always been here. The arrival wasn't something waiting in the future, it was in recognizing the present. When you see this, a quiet laugh bubbles up inside you. The race is over and the celebration begins. You realize that your life was never a journey from point A to point B. It was a continuous unfolding, a bloom that had already opened the moment you were born. The death of tomorrow. Time is a story that consciousness tells itself, and like all stories, it starts and ends in our imagination. The idea of tomorrow is the ego's favorite lie. It uses it to put off living, to delay joy, love, and truth. I'll rest tomorrow, it says. I'll forgive tomorrow. I'll be at peace tomorrow. But tomorrow never actually gets here. When it does, we just call it today. And today, this living flame of presence, is all that ever really burns. The mind is afraid of this truth because if there's no tomorrow to reach, then its whole empire of plans falls apart. And yet, it's in that collapse that you find your freedom. When you stop chasing the next moment, you can finally start living fully in this one. When you stop clinging to the illusion of time, you discover eternity quietly beating in your chest. You see, you're not moving through life. Life is moving through you. You're not living time. Time is living you. The eternal flow. Have you ever watched sunlight dancing on the water? Notice how each sparkle appears and vanishes in an instant, and yet the river keeps on shining. That's how existence works. Moments come and go, but the flow is eternal. You are that flow. Not the sparkle, not the flicker, but the endless movement that carries everything. Really, there's no past you have to escape, no future you have to conquer. There's only this ever-living now where time breathes its rhythm. The trees know it, the birds know it, and the ocean hums it in its tides. But man, poor man, tries to freeze the flow into minutes and deadlines, tries to control what he was never meant to hold on to. And so he suffers because he mistakes the clock for the cosmos. But look deeper. Look with eyes of silence, and you'll see that behind every tick of the clock, there's stillness. That stillness is you. That stillness is the eternal. The paradox of timelessness. Something strange happens when you stop fighting time. You start to disappear, not in body, not in presence, but in the boundaries that used to define you. When your mind grows quiet, the ticking world slows down. The hours lose their sharp edges. The past softens its grip, and the future forgets to come. In that silence, there's no before or after. There's just being, pure, undivided, unmeasured. That's what we call timelessness. It's not the absence of change, but the absence of resisting change. To be timeless isn't about escaping the flow of moments, but about becoming so completely one with the flow that you no longer know where you end and time begins. You're the dance and the dancer, the hourglass and the sand, the sunset and the person watching it, the art of presence. Living outside the prison of time isn't about throwing away your watch or abandoning your plans. It's about seeing them for what they are, useful tools, not masters. You can still set an alarm, but you don't live for it. You can still plan for tomorrow, but you don't postpone your peace until it gets here. The art of presence is simple, but few ever actually practice it. It's the art of doing one thing at a time, not just physically, but mentally. When you drink your tea, drink it completely. When you walk, feel the rhythm of your steps. When you speak, listen as deeply as you speak. This isn't just a mindfulness exercise, it's an act of love. Because when you're fully here, you're not separate from what's here. The distance between you and the world vanishes. The listener and the sound become one. The breath and the breather dissolve into the same rhythm. And in that wholeness, you discover what time truly is. Not a line to follow, but a song to dance to. The fear of running out. Every anxious thought you've ever had is rooted in the fear of running out of time. We worry we won't have enough time to love, enough time to become, enough time to figure it all out. But time isn't something you can lose because it's not something you possess in the first place. You can't run out of what you're made of. You are time itself, the living rhythm of existence, the pulse of creation feeling its own heartbeat. So ask yourself, how can the ocean run out of water? How can fire run out of flame? How can the present moment run out of itself? You think you're dying by the second, but you're actually being born each instant. Every breath is the first, the last, and the eternal. The illusion of scarcity vanishes when you realize that life isn't a countdown. It's a constant unfolding. You're not losing time. You are the unfolding of time, the still point in the current. At the heart of every rushing stream, there's a stillness. Beneath every breaking wave, the deep water stays calm. In you, there's that same kind of still point. It's not something you have to reach, it's something you have to remember. That stillness has never been touched by the years. It was there when you were a kid, watching sunlight dance on the wall. It's there now, watching your life unfold with the same quiet wonder. When you find that place, time stops being an enemy and becomes a companion. The eternal artist painting change upon the canvas of the unchanging. You see that life isn't fleeting, it's flowering, and the flower doesn't worry about its petals falling off. It trusts the cycle because it is the cycle. So why fear what you've always been? Why grasp at what can't be held? You're not in the stream of time, you're the water flowing, the transformation of love. When you truly see that time is living you, love changes. You no longer love with the fear of losing. You love with the understanding that nothing real can ever be lost. Because what you love isn't frozen in time. It's alive through time. It moves, grows, and transforms as you do. Love isn't something you possess. It's something you participate in. It's time itself, folding you into another's rhythm so that for a brief, beautiful moment, you remember the wholeness you never left. When you love someone deeply, you touch eternity. Because for that instant, there's no tomorrow and no yesterday. There's only the vast presence of being, the silence between heartbeats where everything is already complete. That's why love hurts when we cling to it. We try to hold on to something that was never meant to stand still. But love, like time, isn't meant to be held. It's meant to be lived. To love truly is to let the river flow, knowing that you are the river itself. Death as the mirror of time. And what about death? Death, that word that makes every clock tick louder, that turns every sunrise into a reminder of how short the day is. We're afraid of death because we think time is running away from us, but the truth is simpler and infinitely more gentle. Death isn't the end of time. It's time returning to itself. It's not a thief stealing your hours, it's the tide bringing all the waves home. You're not a being moving toward nothingness. You're the timeless awareness through which birth and death rise and fall like tides on the same sea. When you understand this, death loses its sting. It stops being a dark horizon and becomes a mirror, showing you the impermanence that makes everything so precious. Every moment you live becomes sacred, not because it will last forever, but because it won't. You don't need eternity to taste infinity. You only need this moment, fully lived, fully seen, fully surrendered. The awakening to eternity. The realization that time is living you doesn't make life smaller. It makes it immeasurable. Every second expands into eternity when you stop dividing it into past and future. Every breath becomes a lifetime when you stop trying to escape it. You don't have to transcend time. You just have to awaken within it. Because time isn't your enemy. It's your teacher, your sculptor, your mirror. It shapes your body, ripens your soul, and eventually erases your name. But not the awareness that looked through your eyes. That awareness was never born, and it will never die. It's the eternal witness of the play of moments we call your life. So don't resist time's unfolding. Don't mourn the passing of what was, and don't fear what's to come. Stand here, in the luminous center of the present, and see that nothing has ever left and nothing will ever arrive. It's all here, forever arriving. Closing meditation. Close your eyes and listen. The world hums softly in the background. Birdsong. Wind. The slow rhythm of your breath. Feel how everything moves, and yet something within you remains still. That stillness isn't separate from time, it is time, resting in its own endlessness. You're not the one racing against the clock. You're the clock's heartbeat, the pulse behind the ticking, the eternal presence watching the hands move. All your life you thought you were living in time. But all along, time was living in you, breathing through your lungs, seeing through your eyes, dreaming through your heart. When you finally stop trying to hold it, you'll realize you never could. And that's the beauty of it. Because the moment you let go, everything stays. Because the moment you stop measuring, you begin to live. And in that living, you awaken to what was true all along. You're not living time. Time is living you.